Hi, Scorpios. This is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing really well, even though my eye has gotten way worse looking. Well, it's better, but worse in different ways. I mean, and this red thing, I'm kind of confused at. Anyway, my eye feels much better. This is the reading for April 5th through 11th, 2021. And before we get going, I want to talk to y'all about signs. Now, I'm not talking about a stop sign or a yield sign. I'm talking about signs from spirit, the other world, from your archangels, from, whatever. For example, a friend of mine told me a while back about she looked out her bedroom window and she saw an owl, and she lives here in town. And she thought that was really, she was like, what is spirit saying to me? When I had a dragonfly fly into my bathroom, all the way through the house because the back door was open, that was a sign from spirit. Well, last year I kept seeing the numbers 2222, and since that means I'm going to do great things for spirit and I'm going to have prosperity, I put that on my wrist because it really resonated with me. I'm like, I need to have that. And every time I see it, I think of those things. So we reconfirms my commitment to spirit. But when I went to Mexico a couple weeks ago, my room was 22122. And there was no way that they knew about this. So when I came home, I have this app on my phone. It's called Angel Numbers. And it's available for iPhones for sure. I don't know about Droids. And I looked up the number 22122. And the one that really resonates with me this second, because it's like this whole page, and I want to share some of it with y'all, is your angel number also contains 12. It is now time to ask the angels to show you the complete picture. When you do so, the angels will deliver great knowledge of the finer details regarding any situation. Archangel Michael is also around you, giving you the strength to stand up and be true to yourself. So tonight, when I go to bed, I'm going to ask my angels to tell me what they want to show me the complete picture. I think I'm beginning to get it. But that doesn't mean it's not scary. And I think that all of us right now are being shown things that sometimes we're hiding our face from. We don't want to see those. But open your eyes, open your eyes, open your mind. Okay, so now for the reading. First, you get the judgment card. This is to use your judgment, to use your brain. You know the gray matter in here? That means that when something happens, don't just react. Take a moment and think about it. Think through it. This is a week that you are called to think through things, Scorpios. You're not, as a Scorpio, you often deal with things on an emotional level. But in this case, you need to be thinking. You need to use your brain. Furthermore, you get the 7 of Swords. This card is all about someone being sneaky. That tells me that one of the reasons that you've been struggling lately is that there's been someone around you that is not really on your side. They act like they are, but they're doing something underhanded. And your judgment has been telling you for a while that they're doing something underhanded. But for whatever reason, you've chosen to allow them to stay in your life. Well, now it's time to reevaluate that. It's time to see if that's really what you need to do. You also get the 9 of Cups, which says that it's all going to work out and you're going to have a really good life and you're going to have, your emotions are going to be in a good place. Things are going to work out for you. But you have to use your judgment about that person. Also, you get the Justice card. And this is all about karma. It's not necessarily like going to court, even though it could be. You might be involved in a lawsuit. But it's also being that things are just going to work out the way they're meant to. That things, have that yin and yang, that positive and negative. Things are going to come together. But ultimately, not only are you needing to use your judgment, you need to take some time to spend some time alone and to figure out what it is you need to do. You have all these things mulling around in your brain, and you're just really struggling going forward. So I want you to just think, what is Spirit telling you this week? What is your archangels wanting you to know? Which archangel wants to work with you right now? Now I'm going to pull a card from the Earth Magic Oracle deck. And it says River Movement. That card tells me that you have been stagnating. And that's where this judgment is, another thing that this judgment is coming in for. And it's time for you to stop being stagnant and to move forward. You need to get back on your horse or drive that car, but you need to move forward. You can't just sit here and stagnate. Like in the summer, if a pond is really still, it gets all that green, gross stuff on there. That's what happens with us. If we're just sitting there doing nothing, we get green, gross stuff on us. You also get the Milky Way perspective. When you take this time to think through things, to use your judgment, to use your intuition, you're going to get a perspective that you didn't have right now. Maybe because you've been dancing so hard that you're not able to see what's going on around you. Stop the dance and look. I'm also going to pull a card from the Spellcrafting Oracle deck, and it says Finding. So what are you supposed to be finding? I think in this case, you're finding yourself. That you've been dancing so hard that you can't, that you've lost you. It's time to find yourself again. On Thursday, April 8th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live. Drop in, ask me some questions. We'll see where we go from there. Namaste, y'all. If you want to do a private reading, send me a text to 405-512-9400. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel.